minutes. You're gonna breeze through it.
That would assume he would take less than a minute per slide.
I probably will.
Under exaggeration. But again, yeah, no, he's just gonna skip right over all
the ones you made.
Yeah.
Wait, why do you assume that?
It was a joke.
Oh.
But you're gonna skip over all of the, like Imperium, because fuck them.
The Imperium was so hastily made.
I don't know, man. Tyranids exist.
What's wrong with Imperium?
Might buy the Resident Evil 3. It's like $20. Oh, there's nothing wrong with the Imperium. For the most part. Well, lore-wise, yes. But playing them, there's nothing wrong with. However, none of us.
You said the Tyranids were too hastily made? I put a lot of thought into the Tyranids.
Bro, I watched you sit there muted, just going nom 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 nom. There's nothing that's the most hastily made thing ever, Parker.
What do you mean?
It's awful, but I love it. You never added pictures for gods and things, by the way.
Yeah, I did.
The gods and things page does not have images.
It's accurate.
We never put any of the Harlequin we never put the Harlequin stuff. That's fine. We don't need We don't need fucking Tear Gorak those
less judgmental.
No. I mean, if you need to know any information on like Space Marines, Ultramarines in particular, we know someone.
You know a guy?
We know a guy. But I know nothing about them besides that they are Ultra.
Ultra and Marines.
Yes.
They do be Marines.
They do. They scoobity-doobity-doo. I kind of
Scoobity woobity booty 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 booty.
Operation Raccoon City is $5.
There's a Raccoon City. It's a zombie abyss.
It's goddamn.
We're in Raccoon City. It's just like Philadelphia, but even more. I miss.
Yeah, sometimes I get the feeling. Yeah. I get the feeling. No.
Who dares DM me? I want to watch some random dude's Twitch stream. Get out of here.
Hello, Ian Tosh. Hello.
Oh, fuck. I forgot you have a picture. Let me just mute the site real quick so it doesn't do that.
Have what?
Fuck, you mute the site for both. Echoes.
Do we come through your stream?
Yes, we do.
What do you mean I have a picture?
Oh no. Getting Parker banned speedrun.
Getting Parker banned. Tyler would just have to break his moral code.
What is that supposed to mean?
I mean, the easiest way to get banned is just say the N-word.
The fuck is... Why am I the one? Why me?
Because that would have...
Base Will is really just carrying your channel.
Base Wheel is?
Base Wheel.
Yeah, he's the top of the your leaderboard.
I have still never met him or heard him speak.
Yeah, he's like leagues above anyone else. Like Jesus. I'm not on here.
Being leagues above everyone else?
Yeah.
Can I be leagues above everyone else?
In my heart, you are.
Thank you.
You gotta get taller.
But your heart... Dude,
how long does it take you to boot up Apex?
I was finishing something. Do the lovely people know what we got planned today?
Do what?
Did the people know what we got planned today?
Kinda. I tried.
My Steam has been updating information for a very long time. I'm just gonna kill it.
That's loud.
Hey, Monica, hey, put in
Are you gonna play Apex, Tyler?
Almost like I have it loaded up. But no, I don't.
Okay.
Tyler has Apex booted up before you do.
I was just looking at the Steam sale. I'm thinking maybe, but that's gotcha money I could be spending instead.
Steam is already over.
You
I
should
thought.
never
It's got
say
on sale.
that gotcha money.
Yeah, I'll say what I want. I don't give a shit.
That hurts me.
I don't know why it would.
Aggressive.
I don't know why it would hurt you.
It just
Don't
does.
make me play ranked.
But I like the map, Tyler.
I don't want to play right.
Fine, that is fair.
Amaranth is just chatting. Why would I care?
What?
Your friendly banner boy's online. Wow. Can I get banned for typing this in chat?
If you fucking put what I
Bussin'.
yeah.
Did you know that there was an explanation for trans and intersex people in ancient Greek mythology? I did not know that. Please elaborate.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom. So sorry, I'm gonna keep you waiting. Woo!
Are you shitting or are you pissing, sir?
Oh, it's a number 2, Parker.
Oh,
Disgusting.
Yep.
disgusting.
I hope your shits are quick and
I hope
May they be-
hairs on the way out. Wow, a comic page is available to read. What? What am I buying? I don't want to buy anything.
kind of want to get this drip jacket.
Dripping. Blue.
When Apollo got too drunk, he'd sometimes give people the wrong genitals. What? For real?
Classic Apollo.
Classic Apollo. Yeah, classic Apollo, man. It wouldn't be Apollo if he didn't do some jank shit. By the way, Ian, I played Splitgate yesterday, and I literally fucking annihilated in that game. Holy fuck, dude. I was going like 33 kill games on SWAT, and like the team score goal is like 50.
Hey Ian, do you have a brother named Mac?
Mac, no. No. No Macintosh. Nope. No Macintosh jokes, please.
Why? You are just getting what are bits used for?
They give me money.
No. Is banner points something you named, or?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay.
You
No,
just
that's
went full
my mind
Macintosh.
getting
We don't go
bits.
full Macintosh.
Murder me. I apologize. However, my username is protected due to safety reasons.
Your username's on the screen.
Yeah, but he doesn't know which one I am.
Take a guess, Ian.
That is doxing, and that is a crime.
I'm not gonna tell you if you're right, but I'll definitely tell you if you're wrong.
You literally booted up my
You only
name
have two
on
choices.
screen. You booted up my name on screen.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I have your stream pulled up.
I don't, dude. What are you even saying? Like, is that English coming out of your mouth right now?
Don't gaslight me.
Why would I gaslight you? What does that even mean?
Now you're making up words again.
Bro, what the fuck is gaslighting?
You got any controversial emojis in your chat?
No. The long con is what I call that one. Yo, I've been getting
This
the
looks
habit.
exactly like a friend of mine. What in the world?
But sometimes I get the feeling, yeah. I get the feeling, no.
When are you gonna get an emoji?
I have an emote. You just have to sub.
I mean, like, but like, when are you gonna get like a public emoji?
Female shepherd. What the fuck? I didn't know that was a thing.
Femme shepherd.
Oh yeah, we're equipping that one. It's a fucking Pokemon. I have male shepherd too. What the fuck? Mozambique here.
I have 0 bits. Oh, I don't have bits. I have banner points. I see.
Yeah, banner points, baby. Ooh, I actually kind of like that one.
What are banner point? Oh, this is how I use man. Oh, right.
Tyler, how are you?
Name a hero.
Oh, that's for Total War. Because it's the main game I stream. Alright, so we're going to play a match or two of Apex. And then we're going to do the PowerPoint. Which I will present with hype music. Mac into... Please stop. Stop it.
Yeah, baby, that's what I've been waiting for.
Ooh, baby, yeah, that's what I've been waiting for.
The chat has been blocked by the banner points. It's a slippery slope.
Better to die fighting than to live in fear.
Oh, it just auto-picked Bloodhound for me. That's cool.
You guys ready to get a win?
No. Is Tyler here?
I think so. He selected his character.
Huh. Oh, that's some lag.
Bunker?
Huh?
Bunker?
Get prepared, we're going in.
Hey, look at my character. I love how he has his hands in his pocket like an anime swordsman.
As he's falling to his death.
Yep.
That's cool.
Crypto is
Man,
best character.
I hope no one's following us into hell. Why am I lagging? I'm gonna have to close your stream.
The first has fallen.
You're really gonna lock me outside? Wow.
Reloading.
Yo, shoot at him. Shoot at him.
It's
so
a
low.
burst.
Getting my eyes in the sky. I'm back. Logged off my drone. Getting shot. I'm down.
Yo, she's right here. I opened the door. Shoot her.
Shoot, how do I... Okay.
Nice. Where's Tyler?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to close out your stream. It is killing
okay.
my game.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, aw.
Okay. That had some spunk to it. I think Tyler's accidentally muted. I don't know. I made a mistake on that fight. I pressed the wrong keybind to pull out my secondary, and I did not change weapons at all. But yeah, are we getting ready for the 40k bits stuff?
I need to mess with my keybinds. I have to temporarily disable my voice mod. I have received currency. What a glorious day. Yeah? Uh-huh. Tell me more. Lovely.
Yeah, exactly.
Make melee this button. Is F used for anything? F is used for ping.
F is for friends who do stuff together. U is for you and me. N is for anytime and anywhere at all down here in the deep blue.
Sea. Oh, oh no, Parker, what did you do? Ian Tosh DM'd me on Discord.
What did he say?
I don't know, it's probably a threat.
I want to remove the Tosh part.
It's a threat!
Nor Tosh, so that's not... Wait, so why do you want to change it from Ian Tosh? Isn't Ian Tosh the host of Tosh.0? Yeah, F is for friends who do stuff together. U is for you and me. N is for anywhere and anytime and all down here in the deep blue sea. I got an ibuprofen maraca.
That's cool.
For maximum vibes.
I'm being threatened.
Oh, it's Daniel. I hate the format of the show. Yeah, it is Daniel Tosh. That sounds way more correct than what I said.
What? I don't want to be jump master.
Pass it, baby. Pass it! Yo, let's go right here. I don't know. That's like the heavy loot zone, but I don't know if anybody's actually going to go there. Is Tyler here?
I mean, he's, quote, here, but he's not speaking.
Okay. Can he hear us, you think? I don't know.
First blood. Oh, there's a treasure pack here. But I already collected my treasure pack. So anyone who wants that treasure pack can have it.
Round 1. Beginning ring countdown.
I'll get it.
Scanning the area.
I can do that too, Weather Boy.
Attention. The champion has been eliminated.
That was fast.
Yeah, champion was like first blood. Dude, first squad to go down was the champion squad.
Good. Did you get a bonus for taking out the champion?
I don't actually know.
That'd be neat.
Evo shield here. Helmet here. Level 2.
Well, I can't believe that just happened to me. I got some fucking fat ass loot. I don't know if Tyler can hear us. He's pretty far away. Tyler, jump right now if you can hear me. Oh my god, he's jumping. Okay.
Maybe he just doesn't like us.
U is for uranium bombs. N is for no survivors. Ooh, if they're cocky, they're sloppy. That's what I like to hear. Do any of you guys like the wingman?
Does that answer your question?
Yeah, come here. I have a gift for you. I have a very special gift for you.
Is it like a special wingman? Yeah. Oh, mama.
I just have one gun now, though.
I have a bow back here.
I'd rather just keep one gun.
You don't like the bow?
My
Nope.
ultimate's charged and ready.
Why not?
Tango spotted. Devotion here.
You're not good at the game?
Increases rate of fire over time.
We're close to the ring.
Bro, I am absolutely not good at the game.
Thank you.
I got 9 shots in this 6-shot revolver. God, a revolver. What's the term for like a weeb, but they're just for cowboys?
On my mark.
My ultimate is ready.
Virgin.
Danger close.
10 seconds.
I don't know about that one. 'Cause my grandpa, he definitely gets it.
In progress. Rings moving. Hustle up.
Actually, no.
What?
Oh, that's depressing.
Yeah, we'll do the 40K presentation after this game.
That's a mood killer, Jesus.
What is?
I was when my grandpa just realized, well, I think I'm actually, as of not too long ago, I'm out of grandpas.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, that's great.
I'm also out of grandpa's.
Care package being delivered.
Care package touching down. They usually carry rare platforms.
It is for no survivors.
Should I just do 2 light weapons? No, because then I'm fighting with myself for attachments.
Gizmo meltdown time.
I'm hoping to find a Volt is what I want.
That's pretty good.
Volt's fucking good. Dude, imagine actually being called Tosh. I know there are people out there, but do feel... Why did you choose Tosh? If you feel that much pity for people called Tosh. Yo, Tyler.
Evil shield here. Level 2.
Yo, I hear. Yo.
Lesser. I see one of them. Be prepared.
Yo, yo,
I
yo.
think a Valkyrie just like.
Yo, they're here. They're here. They're here. They're here. They're here.
Be prepared.
Okay, we're dead.
Fired a lot slower than I thought it would.
That happens. Okay. Anyway, ladies and gentle people, we are taking a little detour. It's actually not a detour. Apex Legends was the detour to get here, but we will be doing Warhammer intro now. That's the wrong screen. There we go. We're gonna be setting this up. Let me get this on the main screen. Let me change our category with an emphasis on the cat. Oh, all right, Shane.
Yeah.
This was created for you, and so in order to have the best viewer experience, I will ask that I leave this chat room.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got to set up. What music should we put on?
What's some lo-fi beats?
All right, we have lo-fi beats up and ready to go. But as close... without sounding as Polish. Oh, I feel pity for myself because I am Polish. Okay. It is time. Intro to 40K for Dummies.
Are you gonna
Enhanced
live stream it?
edition. Oh, it's live stream. It's streamed right now.
I mean, like not on Twitch though, but like in the Discord. Because if
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
watching on the Twitch, I'll be having like a big delay.
Fucking put my name wrong, you dumb bitch.
Oh, now you
That is-
unmute.
That is unable. Why were you muted for so long?
Because I didn't want to talk.
Okay. Well, could you have like told us that so we weren't confused? Anyway, no. Okay. So we're here. We are here with intro to 40K for Dummies, enhanced edition. So let's get going. Oh wait. We decided to start today off with the Xenos because they're smelly, and I hear myself echoing in this Discord chat. Somebody better fix that shit. The Xenos. So we decided to start with the Xenos because the Skelly Boys. They have some notable features. Those features are notable. They have some warriors that can resurrect. They're undead space Egyptians, and they're pretty cool. They glow green. But anyway, the opening to the Necron story is that they were created a long time ago by somebody. I don't know who. Maybe it's the old ones. Who cares? But yeah, they basically were born with like terminal cancer, and they die in like 3 or 4 weeks. They would live and work inside of literal like tombs, dude. They were just dying uncontrollably at all times. And so they went to the old ones and they're like, yo, can you make us immortal? And the old ones were like, no, you fucking idiots. And so they found some other gods that ate star systems and were like, yo, can you make us immortal? And they're like, yeah, but we're gonna make you badass robots. And they're like, I mean, okay. And now they're badass soulless robots. But they enslaved the people who made them robots. Now they charge the Duracell batteries. And there's shards of them on the tabletop. Oh, you kid is not smelly, you smelly. I's not smelly. Yeah, but they're pretty alright. Here are some examples of their tabletop models. They do have some dope tabletop models. They have a new range that was upgraded with the new 9th edition that came out last year.
Sick.
Oh yeah, they are pretty sick. Look at those guys. I'd say they're the slowest moving force in the game, but they're also one of the hardest forces to kill, as even their frontline chaff units will get back up after being shot. And they have 4 toughness. They have good blasters. I think they have armor piercing natively on their regular guns, if I'm not mistaken. If you play Necrons, please correct me. But they're pretty dope. They move slow. They've got some fat artillery. They've got constructs and stuff like that. They've got good HQs. And I think they have some psychers, but they're not really like the psychers of 40K. So we have Trazen the Infinite. He is a Pokemon master. He goes from place to place, collecting and stealing shit, living beings, and puts them in his zoo. That I'm pretty sure he only walks through because he is Traziniana Jones. But yeah, he has a cool museum. And he stole all of the information I know about him. Nemesaur, Zendrek, and Vargard Oberon. This slide was not made by me. It has information that you're welcome to read. I did put in one of the posts that literacy was required to take this class. Yes, this will be on the exam, and no, I don't need to know this for it to be on the exam, so I don't care. I hope you're done reading, because we're moving on. Imhotep the Stormlord. Stormlord's in the name. He can shoot lightning. He's a named character. He's like bzzz. And we have a meme there for those of you who like to read memes. And wouldn't you like to know, Weather Boy? I actually didn't know anything at all about this dude, but his model is really, really fucking cool. I'm actually gonna move my face a little bit more out of the way. Where's my camera? Oh well, yeah, you're seeing this little Twitch logo move around. It doesn't matter because you can't even read it on the white background. Anyway. Weather boy, what's up? Your friendly weather boy. Anyway, yeah, we didn't know anything about this guy. He's got a dope-ass model. Look at that thing. He's like sucking the blood. Dude. Yeah, he's sucking better than you ever get sucked in your entire life. That's what Necrons do. Here's guys we know nothing about. We have Orikin the Diviner and Rakir the Traveler. These are two named characters. They exist, and if you want to know more, Google is a thing, and you can use that. Again, this is for dummies, not for intelligent people. It's for dummies by dummies. And the last Necron notable character that we have here is twitch.tv/yourfriendlybannerboy. Check him out. I heard that he's a really good Twitch streamer to follow. We have the Silent King. I'm not gonna try to pronounce that name. And he's pretty okay. He's an all right guy. He stayed awake while all the Necrons kind of went to sleep, and he went silent from it. That's why they call him the Silent King. He's not the Speaking King. The Silent King. He's pretty all right. We have some more memes. Big Dick Sarzek cucks all of the star gods. Fuck you, Chaos Gods. You're next. He's got a dope model. I don't know what the monoliths do. I don't know his rules, but if somebody asks right now, I will look at his rules, but this is the only time that you have that opportunity.
Those are pretty cool. Did they come transparent, or...
Do they... What do you mean, come transparent?
I mean, like, do they come, like, blue? Or do you just have to get, like, transparent paint if you want them to look blue?
Yeah, you gotta use paint.
So, are they just like... Okay.
They're not transparent at all.
I mean, they look pretty true.
You want me to do the Eldar page, by the way?
Oh yeah, if you want to present the Eldar, you are welcome to. Here is some novels that we suggest. The Codex is in the top right. You can't see that past my big ass head. But we have the Ever-Living Legion and the Infinite and the Divine, which I've heard is a phenomenal book. Yeah.
Necrons are pretty dope.
I'm going to shut the fuck up and let the expert on this matter take over. Tyler, we'll pass to you with the weather.
All right. So, the next of the Xenos races is the Eldar, aka the Asayuri or the Asuryani. We don't give a shit. We call them Eldar, or you call them pointy ears. No one gives a shit. They suck. They're elves. They're very hot because they're elves. They're very fast. Like, oh my god, they're fast on the tabletop. Like, even in the lore, they're described as, like, blurring out the sun because they're so fast. Just blur. But yeah, the models are fucking old, and that's all I complain about.
Honestly, they're so fast that I have to put my dick on the tabletop just to measure their movement.
Anyways, they kind of start stagnating. So, and they have really heightened senses and sensations, so they feel pain a lot more. They feel like pleasure a lot more, so they murder fucked a god in existence, and which killed off like almost all of the race. They also kind of have this communal soul party, and they can hop into this thing called Wraithbone, which is warp calcium. Here's some cool models. None of them matter. They're all bad.
Man, them do look like elves.
This is Illic Nightspear. He's the only one of importance because it's the one I'm going to use on the tabletop. He's basically a sniper rifle dude. That's all I know. His name's Illic Nightspear. He's got a cool name.
He's a ranger with name.
He's a ranger with name. Here's all the other Phoenix Lords. They're all...
If you want to see them, fucking Google them.
Yeah, the only other one that's Mugen Ra has... Go back, you bitch! Mugen Ra has got like a death theme. He's got a huge death scythe gun.
Oh
He's
yeah,
cool.
it's dope. He is dope.
Sermon is also pretty cool. He's got a huge gun on his arm. Eldred Ulthron, he's pretty cool also. I actually know a tiny bit of Eldaron, but we don't give a shit about that. Moving on. Just gonna wait for him to move on to the next slide. All right. There is a few novels, but I was too lazy to look them up, so I don't give a shit. And they're bad anyways because they're Eldar.
They're not all bad, but I mean,
No, they're all probably really good.
we haven't
but
read any of
they're
them,
Eldar,
so we
they
can't
suck.
recommend.
The Eldar suck. Here's some cool Eldar. What are those Wraith Knights? Just $140 for one of them.
And they
you
have
have
two.
Prince Yariel or whatever his name is down there too.
Why do the elves wear bowling pins?
Because they're fucking losers.
Well, because during the Space Marine shooting phase, you can get a strike with one shot.
They die easily.
Okay.
They're tissue paper.
They are tissue paper.
They're very fast.
Well,
They're literally glass cannons. Like, sometimes them shooting kills them. It's okay.
Yeah, well, the Guardians are weak as shit. They're your meat grinder infantry.
By the way, we purposely included feet in this slide, so it'll be up for a hot minute. Please
I wonder
enjoy
who
it.
made this slide.
Yanari, aka the Dark Eldar / Eldar
Definitely wasn't Tyler.
They're a mix of both because that lady right there decided to go ahead and die. Which then a god that partially awoke in the chaos thing named Yanid, the god of death, revived her. And so now they kind of live without Slanesh trying to like fondle their jimmies every 5 seconds by dying and being rebirthed, and she's kind of their prophet.
Feet.
You just can make, like on the tabletop, you just mix them both, and then you lose all of the good parts of both factions, so you get fucked. It's bad. They need a codex.
Yeah, literally Yanari, like, their whole objective is for all Eldar to die, and that'll hit the big reset button.
Well, die and rebirth and be rebirthed by being revived immediately after. She's the one who revives Robbie G, so I guess she's cool.
She's alright.
They're not a thing. They have one line together, so if you fucking say that, then you probably are gonna get stabbed in the throat. Also, she's really strong. She has a cat. You can see it down in the corner. Yeah, she's part of like an $80 model set.
Oh, yeah.
Like two
she
other
comes
cool
with, yeah,
people.
she comes with other models, but she is dope.
Yeah, let's still try them. Harlequins are the other kind of like weirdos of the elves. They're just clowns, but they're cool. They follow a guy called the Laughing God, which his name is Karagorak, or the Laughing God. They guard the Black Library and all of its shit. They hate the Thousand Suns because Thousand Suns are fucking losers.
I can tell they don't wear bowling pins.
Their checker pattern is awful, and Games Workshop should really think about that. Anthony Cooper, go fuck yourself. Anyways, they can also, yeah, they have a unit that fits with the Simster of Battle, so that's cool, I guess. Because which means you can technically bring a Harlequin. I think it has the keywords for the Harlequins, so you technically could bring Harlequins with you. It's something weird. Anyways, moving on. These guys are cool, but they have Ultramarines have more named models than they have models themselves.
Yeah, cool models. that
Yeah, Dark Eldar, aka the Spooky Eldar, aka the Drukhari. BDSM sadism. That's it. They're just fucked up IKEA. You want to be a chair? How about having a scrote cloth? Becoming a scrote cloth. One of their models never wears shoes, and it's mentioned
Bussin'.
heavily.
Bussin'.
They kind of just fuck and slaughter and torture to beat back Slanesh. Oh, and they're basically space pirates. They take slaves, and it is a notable thing that you should just kill yourself instead of becoming a slave to them, because they will
No,
turn
I
you into a chair.
assure you, the sex and the scrote cloth is mandatory to fend off Slanesh.
Yes. Yeah, they wear skin. Yeah, that's the lady who wears feet. She fights in a fucking arena of some sort. I don't give a shit. They have a snake guy. He's pretty cool. They're bodyguards. Those are incubuses.
Incubi.
Slanesh demon. Incubi, go fuck yourself. Incubus. Yeah, you're right. It is incubi. God damn it. There's also succubi. Succubi.
Succubi. Yeah.
We're not. If there is any.
We don't want to talk.
And then feet lady. I can't remember her name. We're not gonna talk about them. They're all fucked up.
Bro,
You
who needs
threw
to
a
know
lot of
anything outside
effort
of
to
feet
not
lady?
give effort.
Oh yeah, porn is easy to find. So to
Yeah,
talk
but
about,
if you're into that, you should probably go seek help.
how Eldar play on tabletop, they play the very fast game. They have native 7 inches of movement, which is a lot, and they mostly have assault weapons, which means they can sprint and shoot. They're moving up the table in a single turn, flanking all of your troops and killing them. However, they have basically nothing protecting them. If you get a hit on them, you're probably going to get a kill for every hit. But, I mean, that's given that your models are still alive to shoot back on your turn anyway. They hit hard and they hit fast. They're very, very fast. They have some of the strongest psychers in the game, except Dark Eldar, but they have some really awesome vehicles to make up, and monsters to make up for the lack of psychers.
If I'm correct, are still also one of the strongest factions to play right now.
Yeah, Dark...
When Codex first launched, they were like number 3, I think.
Well, yeah,
Same
Dark
with Death Guard
Eldar
being up there.
and Eldar in general, they have a special type of weapon, which means they don't care about how tough their target is. They will wound on a specific roll no matter what. It's like if you were playing Dungeons and Dragons, for instance, and your opponent had a 25 armor class, right? But you had a weapon that said you hit no matter what on 13. No matter what you hit on 13. That's basically how the Eldar are. Anyway,
They're just dumb though. They're awful.
true.
I love making fun of them.
To orcs, I cannot translate this. This is going to have to be read by you, the audience. They are green. Orcs is the best. Green is the best color to orcs. But I will say that the orcs were also created, similar to the Eldar, to fight back the Necrons when they had their war against the Old Ones. So...
I mean, I can understand this pretty well.
The orcs, they have this native psychic ability which allows them to band together and have slight pulls on the universe if enough of them believe in something, making, they believe that red things move faster, so red things do in fact move faster in the Warhammer universe because of that orc belief. They also
It's a cool thing if you paint your models red, they get a buff, or at least vehicles.
Well, you have to actually play the sub-faction.
Yeah, there's also other colors too, like gold and stuff like that, and blue. They all make
Purple.
Yeah. It's based on your sub-faction, but like the sub-faction's color is red, and then the whole sub-faction gets an extra inch of movement. Which orcs, by the way, their native movement is 5 inches, which is a lot less than Eldar. But they can advance and charge, which is stupid, which makes them mega fast. It's something that you typically can't do. You cannot sprint and then charge into battle. They're pretty dope. And their shooting is fucking insane. Their thing is not accuracy. It is to overwhelm you with a sea of bullets. They just shoot as many things as possible and hope that one hits. And when it does hit, when you get hit by an orc gun, it hurts pretty fucking bad. Even though they hit on a 5+, which is unheard of in pretty much any other faction, it's very hard for them to hit a shot. But they just drown you in gunfire. Every model can shoot at least twice. The bosses! There we got Ghazghkull Thraka, which is the biggest orc, shown in the bottom right here, for those of you sitting at home. There's Tuska Demon Killer, who is trapped in the warp. Literally, orcs love to fight so much that Khorne, he's a chaos god we'll get to later, trapped him inside of his realm and had him wake up every day with his boys to fight until he died. And he considered it heaven. The bosses. The big old gubbins. The boys. Yeah, boys, like, the same thing goes for Orc Melee. They overwhelm you in a flurry of blows, but Orc Melee hits on 3s, which is really accurate. Yeah, wah! Orc Melee hits hard, it hits often, and it hits a lot. Lots and lots of swings.
The jump.
My buddy, like one of my closest friends, he plays orcs, and he plays a faction called Goths. And Goths are all about that melee action. When they roll a 6, they get a bonus attack. They're like, fuck it, I hit you so hard, how about I just swing a second time to capitalize on that? So, yeah, his shooting's not great, but he's all about getting in and charging with the war bosses. Goths are all about the biggest orc on the battlefield. He has orcs that can just one-shot a demon prince in melee. It's pretty good. The boys, the bosses. The Tau. They're fucking communist, which is not a terrible thing, by the way. They believe in something called the greater good. A lot of Americans don't understand exactly what the greater good means, but they don't know how to throw a punch. They literally suck in melee. They can't do anything. Like they break their hands if they try to fight back against you in melee. They're weeaboos. They fly Gundam. Not even kidding. They fly Gundam across the battlefield, and their whole thing is like a support structure. So like Tau, they have models that have marker lights on the battlefield, which they shoot at something, and it doesn't deal damage, but it increases the accuracy of everyone else that shoots at that target. Tau are very much about support units that help the rest of the army thrive and deal its damage. They are weebs. Here's some cool ass Tau models. Gundam suits, they're little infantry dudes. Their suits are massive, by the way, if you can't tell by these images. They are huge. They fuck everything up. They're communists. If I didn't iterate on that on the first couple of slides, they're communist. Zinch, yeah, he is the grand trickster. Zinch is the grand trickster of all things. He is always planning, always scheming, and he actually is just randomly in this PowerPoint because he wanted to be here. He just said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna come in." 4 parallel universes ahead of you. He tricks everything. He plays everybody like a fiddle. Everything is a game to Zinch. It's a massive game of chess. He doesn't care who dies. He doesn't really have any servants. He doesn't care. Tau seems pretty hot, not gonna lie. We're getting to that. Back to notable characters of the Tau. There are only 2. We have Commander Farsight. He is literally just an anime swordsman. He actually left the Tau Empire because he saw that they were under control of the greater good, and he saw the greater good as the authoritarian empire. But he still believes in Tau, like the people. So he fights on the outskirts of the Tau Empire, actually protecting the inner Tau Empire, even though he's been branded a traitor. But he is an anime swordsman. That is what he is. He's the only Tau to use a sword. And his sword is so cool. The way he stays young is that his sword eats the souls of people he kills to give him his youth. GIF or GIF? It's GIF. Commander Shadow Sun.
Enough said.
On to the Tyranids. They murder fuck. Well, they don't murder. I mean, they don't fuck. I mean, they just murder and eat everything. Everything is fucking food to them. They don't care. They're a goddamn army of goats that evolve instantly as they eat you. They will evolve guns to fight back against you because you have guns. They are a massive evolving species. Shadow Sun Uwu. Yeah, but something to note about the Tyranids is that 40K as a universe takes place just within the Milky Way galaxy. Tyranids are going to be the end of life in the Milky Way, most likely. That or Chaos or Orcs, they're all just spreading so fast and they're killing everything. Literally, Orcs are just overpopulating everything they fight. It's fucking crazy. Tyranids are eating everything, and they're the only species in the game to have been speculated to come outside of the Milky Way galaxy from multiple directions, insinuating that they've eaten multiple galaxies already. Here's some cool Tyranid models. They're pretty cool. They're old as fuck, but I still think they look good. Evolved D's. What is D's? I forgot I made this slide. Crime Time Television. So when they're flying into a planet, as you see here, I said, so basically they make it so planets can't call 911 when they come in with crime in mind. And what they do is when they get close to a planet, they actually seize psychic power around the planet to make sure that no one on the planet can actually contact anybody off-world. So when they get close, you literally cannot call for help. You are going to die. Or you're going to kill that hive fleet, but most of the time you die. Many, many models. They probably have the largest model count on the tabletop when you're playing against them. Most armies consist of like 100 to 200 termagants, which is these little shitter dudes that like are your front line. Numbers and monsters. They like big monsters too. The numbers support the big monsters. Sometimes you focus on bigger monsters rather than numbers, but most of the time it's numbers. Notable characters include Old One Eye. He has one eye. Cool pictures of Tyranids here for you at home. The Gene Stealer cults. So they actually relate to the Tyranids. They worship the Tyranids. They get like their brains. They get these little they get brain aids from these brain terrorists, and then they attach to their brain and tell them, hey, you serve the Tyranids now, or as we call them, the Star Gods, and you're gonna spread your brain defect to everybody in town. And the guy is like, okay, that sounds pretty fair. What do I get for all of this? And the response is, yeah, when the Tyranids show up, we actually just fucking eat you. And he's like, cool. All right, I'll go do this. And so they spread their little infectious mindset across other people, and they're like, yo, we got to get ready. We're going to get eaten, dude. We got to dress nice. We got to get the minds ready. They basically prep a world for Tyranid full-on invasion. It's like a sous chef who seasons the meat before the chef cooks it, right? They're down there seasoning the meat. They're gonna get nice and tender so that way it tastes good for their customers, for the paying customers. Their playstyle focuses on ambushing. Literally, like, when you start the game against Gene Stealers, you don't know where their models are. They hide pretty much every single model on the map from you, and they can come from any direction. They're insane. One of my friends in my play group plays Gene Stealer cults, and they're really, really fun to play against. I'm gonna play Tyranids. Gene Stealers are pretty cool too. They're a Tyranid support faction. They're really, really fucking fast, and they have a lot of assassins. Like, your characters, like, there are rules to protect characters in this game, but Gene Stealer cults, pretty much every one of their assassins can go around those rules and instantly target your characters and just burst them down, so that way you don't have any leadership bonuses or any commanders to support your troops, which is a pretty important part to playing the tabletop. And they just dismantle you like it's 1776, motherfucker. They're shooting for the captains first. Gene Stealers are really, really good at killing the targets they want to kill. They basically laser focus on one thing, ambush it, kill it, and move on to the next. If you can separate them from each other and make sure they can't support each other, and you kill their characters, you're good. Because they're relatively squishy if you can get into combat with them or shoot at them. They're not hard to kill, but they do deal a lot of damage. They don't have any named characters on the tabletop. Why? I don't know. There are no named characters. Probably because they all get eaten. Yo, what's up, boo? Yeah, they probably all get eaten. That's probably why. Also, another reason is probably that they're a newer playable race on the tabletop, and they haven't had a new model release since they came out, I don't think. But they had a really good starting army, and I hope that grows with 9th edition Codex. I hope we get announcements about that very soon. Here's some cool images of Gene Stealer cults. Again, they're an ambush faction, high damage, high speed. Like, it sounds like they play like the Eldar, but they don't really play like the Eldar, right? Where the Eldar feels like they're doing a drive-by, right? They're like moving past you and then forgetting about you. The Gene Stealers feel like they're moving straight into you. They're like a fucking train, and they just come straight through you. I don't know if that makes any sense. There's a lot of gods and things that we have to explain in this universe. The old ones, I'm pretty sure they're like frogs. And they got bonked on hardcore by the Catan and the Necrons, if we remember them from earlier in our presentation.
What are Necrons?
Oh my fucking god. Shane. This is going to be on the exam. I will fail you. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. Oh, green robots. I got it. Panzer.
Yeah, the Necrons killed a lot of them, and they're now dead. But they're creators of pretty much all life in the universe, including humans, Eldar, and orcs. Yeah, exactly. The frog. Kelsey, your chat's fucking beautiful. Slanesh. Well, the Eldar, we talked about this earlier. They literally partied so fucking hard that they birthed a god out of it. They weren't worshiping anything. But all emotions by intelligent beings are in some way felt within the warp. The warp is like a manifestation of all of our thoughts. And the Eldar feel all of their emotions probably at 10 times the rate of human beings, and they have a stronger connection in the warp. So when they like come, it's insane. But also when they feel pain, it's also to an insane degree. Why did I choose come? I don't know why I chose come. I could have said anything else, like when they laugh, when they feel happiness. Don't do that sound effect. But I chose come. Yeah, but they murder fucked. They had a party so fucking degenerate that they created a god out of it. Nurgle, he likes the number 7. And he is all about plagues and death and shit. He likes the color green. But he's like stagnation. Cum is pretty cool.
I forgot. There's a thing I forgot for Nurgle.
Parker, please,
Nurgle-
my mom
Nurgle's
is
a little
listening to
pet.
this. Oh my god.
Nurgle has a little pet, by the way, in his little domain. He has a fucking Eldar goddess of fertility. Just wrapped and locked up in a cage.
I did not know that. That is dope.
Yeah, one of the 3 remaining like Eldar gods.
Is trapped
he
by
has.
Nurgle.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's cool. Kelsey, tell your mom that that you are pretty awesome and that she's done a great job with you as a person. And that Kelsey's mom, I think you're pretty great too. She's literally only heard the cum part. I'm sorry. I don't know why I picked cum. I'm sorry. I was trying to think of a pleasurable experience. And since the god is like the god of ecstasy and pleasure, I picked cum. I'm sorry. I have to formally apologize for saying that. Anyway, Nurgle is like the god of stagnation and disease. He doesn't want he doesn't want things to change at all. He likes it when they're still. His main rival is Tzeentch because he's always scheming. He always wants to change things and move up. He's often referred to as the Lord of Change. Nurgle wants things to stay the same. He can give his followers essentially immortality. Like they become numb to all diseases. And they basically are completely ignorant of the fact that they have like these ailments that they have. Like if they were to snap out of it, they would feel immense amounts of pain. But because they follow Nurgle, they don't feel anything. They spread diseases. They're all gross and disgusting. But yeah, that's Nurgle. Big E! Woo! It's the Emperor of all mankind! He's slapped and fucking attacked the Chaos Gods at one point. They're all terrified of him. All 4 of them. All 4 of the Chaos Gods are scared shitless of this dude. Too bad he got his cheeks clapped by his favorite son and now sits on top of a throne like a fucking vegetable. He can't move. He can't do anything. He just sits there and cries. And he's worshipped like a god even though he didn't want to be. He's a terrible dad to some of his children and a good dad to other ones of his children. He's the emperor of mankind. He's literally like a personification of the Christian God, kind of in this world. But as an actual person that is mortal, that can be shot, but like bullets wouldn't hurt him. I don't know how to make sense of it, but he was wounded by a very powerful being, and he had 20 children, and those 20 children had children. So he had
rolled a crit.
Yeah. And those children are the Space Marine Legions. His children are basically gods of a pantheon. So think the Greek pantheon. And then those children, his grandchildren, the Space Marines, are like demigods, right? Like if you think about stories of like Hercules. Imagine an entire army of like fucking Hercules, bro. That is...
Tell me they've got a bunch of steroided up incest babies running around
Yeah.
purging the galaxy.
Except they're incest babies made in a test tube.
I thought it was
He
worse.
had 18 children. He had 20 children and then 18 and now like 14, 15, I think. I think how many are confirmed dead? Somebody look up how many confirmed dead Primarchs there are. I don't know. I know Ferrus Manus is dead.
Give me a second.
Sanguinius is dead and Horus is dead.
Too many to count.
This
Not
is
enough for dead.
This is Khorne. He is the last Chaos God we're going to talk about, and I literally wrote, "Ah!" because that's his personality.
There are 4 confirmed dead and 5 if you count Rogel Dorn.
He's the god of rage and blood and skulls, and I play his army, and it's all melee focused. He thinks guns are for pussies. Magic, he doesn't even let any of his followers use. He'll actually just fucking kill you for using magic. He doesn't care. But his one redeeming quality is he's honest. He's not going to lie to you. He doesn't care. He also doesn't give a fuck if you care about him. He actually respects that about you. If you're just some badass taking heads for yourself, he's like, damn, that's kind of cool, actually. I like that a lot.
8.
Oh, he likes the number 8. That's his number. Gork and Mork. We talked about the orcs earlier, and they have gods, Gork and Mork. Gork is brutal yet cunning, and Mork is cunning yet brutal. I'm here in time. Let's make it orky, baby! Yeah, let's go! We already talked about the orcs, but we're talking about Gork and Mork. What is up, dude? Orcs rule. Orcs rule, girls drool. That is... Yeah, but that's the entire slide on Gork and Mork. In Age of Sigmar, they become Gorka Morka. For some reason, and then they're not Gorka Morka. They become Gork and Mork again. But if you had to pick one, chat, would you choose Gork or Mork? I'd say my personal choice is Gork. The 2 true gods. They're actually chaos gods. The Imperium fucking sucks. They're full of fascists. Fuck the Imperium. Fuck you. Die. We have the Simpsters of Battle.
Oh, please. This is mine right here. No. Unless you want to do it.
I mean, you can do it, man. You can do. We'll let Tyler present. He is the expert on women in 40K.
Yeah, I bet. More like elves. Also, I have an image I gotta add to Illinois Spears' picture. Let me just quickly do that first. So, yeah. Actually, no. I'll do this first. So, they believe in miracles because they followed a dog around named Doge Van Dyer. His real name's Goge, but it's funnier if it's Doge Van Dyer. And because he assures them that dancing shoeless is what would make the Emperor the happiest. And he has many WikiFeed articles to edit. They believe in miracles because they got shown the Corpse Emperor himself and came out changed, like pure white hair, stuff like that, by the coolest
Wait, is that why they have
around.
white hair?
Yeah, that's why all of the other ones, they dye their hair white in honor of the 6, like Alicia Dominica and stuff like that. So they believe in miracles from the Emperor, and it literally can just change shit on the battlefield. On the tabletop, they have miracle die, which is awesome. Because you can, like, oh, that miss is now a hit. Stuff like that. Really cool. GW is really, like, asking to get shot because they made the all-woman faction one of the craziest and most evil factions in the game. Yeah. But let me tell you, they ain't no dolls. They wear their scars proudly. You got some notable figures. I couldn't remember the anyone names besides Alicia Dominica and Saint Celestine. Because Alicia Dominican has the whole speech. She has a really cool speech to Goge Vandar before she beheads him. Because funny enough, his
Can you recite the speech?
Yes, I can actually. Hold on, I have it.
Don't Google it. Don't Google it. Don't Google it. Nope,
No,
don't
it's
pull it
on
up.
my phone.
You have
I
to
can't
pull it
do
from.
it.
Are you even an educator?
No.
Huh? Are you an educator? Can you call yourself? Are you? Can you call yourself an educator if you can't recite the full Alicia Dominica speech before the beheading?
I mean, I can try.
Dude, shut up, Saiyan. Did you see the orc fucking announcement yesterday? Holy shit! Holy fuck! Oh my god!
You just want me to read the speech? Can I continue my slide?
Orc release! Orc announcement! Woo!
Anyway, we got a bunch of other people that make up these orders. So, like, each of the, like, 6 people, or 5, or whatever the hell it is, you got Sacred Rose, Ebon Chalice, Bloody Rose, Argent Shroud, Ballast Heart. I think Bloody Rose is all about, like, I think they're the ones that either they really like to just kill everything, or they like to just get bloodied up in battle and they wear it with pride. Ebon Chalice was a fucking wild-ass artifact where you could spill a tiny bit, people's heads would explode. And then it disappeared after she died, and GW refuses to acknowledge it. Anyone who talks about the Ebon Chalice apparently in lore also, like, if they know about it, they've been killed. even like the scribes who wrote down stuff about it have been killed. So it's a really weird artifact. Anyways, you can continue because I'm not going to recite the speech.
Why not?
Yes, Saint Celestine. She's an angel. She's basically a chaos daemon too.
She's a chaos
when they
demon
were
of Imperium.
Yeah, so when they were closing the rift, which is or the warp and shit like that, not important. She started screaming in pain, and her angel wings got small. She's powered by the warp. She's an angel lady, and she has an Inquisition waifu named Greyfax, who hates her, but also is like a tsundere to her. So they're a thing, I guess. It's funny. They go on adventures and stuff like that.
Angel lady.
Anyway,
Oh,
I can't read this because my quality of your thing is so
oh,
bad.
do we only have one slide for the Imperial Guard?
Yeah, but it's got the most important thing out of the entire every slide.
What is that?
Slime Arbo.
Oh, you mean
So, I needed to give him his own slide. You want me to do Astral Militarum, or do you want to do it?
No, I got it. So basically, the Imperial Guard is the Astra Militarum. Yeah, fuck the Guard. They can all die. Blood for the Blood God every single day. But anyway, they're just regular. They're regular fucking dudes. They're just guys. They're just balling out here, man. They don't really have a whole lot to them. But they're the main military force of the Imperium. Why stop?
If you
screaming?
like an underdog story, that is the Astral Militarum.
Yeah, they have some of the best stories in all of
Yes,
40K
that were
because
great.
they are regular humans. But yeah, they're normal people. They fight. They have like a World War I, World War II kind of aesthetic about them, and I love that. They do a lot of trench warfare.
Well, all of them are different. They all have a different thematic. Like Deathcore Creeds, that World War I, like German theme. I guess like the guys who have a planet called Armageddon, which is also on there. I think they're like a US themed. The normal like Canadian Guardsmen, which is your like normal ones. All of them have like the like green and like tan like military uniforms. Then you have fucking like Vietnam Green Beret like jungle guys because their planet's so
Catachan.
hostile. Yeah, you have like straight up like Arabian type people. It's really cool. There's even like an African themed ones.
Yeah, I mean,
They're
Sand
in
calls them
Gold Coast.
brave, but they're only brave because like they either walk forward to die or backwards to die. Like they don't really have a choice. It's like be brave or actually die. Like it doesn't matter.
Yeah. They also
but-
hardcore believe in the Emperor as a god.
A lot of them do, yeah. So another thing, like how this translates to tabletop, is they play like an entrenched faction. Like they've been there for days, dude. They don't really try to move forward a lot. They do have like some sub stuff like ODSTs, essentially. The Scions.
Tempestus Scions.
Yeah, the Tempestus Scions are pretty cool. But really, their idea is to just drown the enemy in firepower.
Gunfire. Yep.
Yeah. Just
There's
drown
even
them.
a quote for it of the Eldar were moving so fast, so we just blurred out the sky with las gunfire.
Yeah. And then another good quote is, a man who does not fear the lasgun has not walked through a field of 10,000 of them. That's one of my favorite quotes. Yeah, they live to die. But yeah, and it does translate to tabletop. You do not give a fuck about your infantry squads. They will die. They are there to take bullets so that way your artillery doesn't die first. They're there to hold the objective, and then when they're there, you're going to bomb it. And honestly, like I don't think it'd be terrible if like Imperial Guard artillery had a chance to hit its own dudes, like Valhallans do. They can charge into melee, and then people will like gun through their own troops in the Valhallan regiment just to kill the enemy. It's pretty fucking dope. They're a really cool faction. They were pretty strong throughout most of 8th edition. I don't know where they stand in 9th edition. I'm pretty sure they're like mid tier, but again, they're firepower.
Their model's also super cheap because they're really old.
Like Mr. Meeseeks, yes, they live to serve a purpose.
Like Cadian Guardsmen, like a squad of 10 of them is only like $20 or $30 if you can find it in a store instead
don't
of
understand.
offline.
I never understand how they fit in 40K. They just seem so behind. I like that about them. I like that they have that like World War I aesthetic, but also it's like sci-fi. It
they
makes sense in
exist.
the universe, 100%.
Well, yeah, they also exist because Space Marines aren't like really common.
Yeah, Space Marines are super rare.
Yeah,
Like,
these are the like millions upon millions of fighting, like untold like names. Like these are what really like make up the bulk of battles. It's not Space Marines.
Yeah, it's these guys.
Not anymore,
These
at
guys,
least.
yeah. These guys hold the line, dude. They hold the fucking line.
Oh yeah.
On to Space Marines, both Chaos and Imperial Loyalist dog Space Marines. Beautiful artwork here from most likely Games Workshop. I think the one on the right is fan art, but I do like that fan art. The World Eater versus the Emperor's Children. They're like Space Marines, like each legion had a purpose. Like they were all trained to fight in different ways because you use them as a different piece of a tool. Like a single Space Marine is kind of a Swiss Army knife in battle, but a whole legion is like, it can be a hammer and anvil. It can be 1,000 tiny cuts. I just can't imagine these not fighting and not dying in 2 seconds. That is what happens in battle in the tabletop. Do you play tabletop? Just make it orky. Anyway,
isn't the whole thing with it is like a 99% casualty rate is still like a major victory to them because they don't care. 100,000 like lives are lost in 10 minutes, whatever. They can be replenished instantly.
Yeah,
like with the guardsmen.
On the planet of Armageddon, where they fight orcs and world eaters mostly, literally battles will, like, somebody can be born at the beginning of battle and be deployed into the battle.
Yeah.
Armageddon's fucking insane. Orcs and Death Guard.
Yeah.
I'm super shit with lore though. Well, we're here to teach you. I talk about this shit all the fucking time because I'm a crackhead. Even when I'm playing other games, I'll like see something I'm like, oh, that reminds me of this time in Warhammer. Because I'm a fucking crackhead. We're gonna do the legions in order, starting with the Dark Angels. The Dark Angels, and we're gonna try kind of rapid fire this because each legion has an astounding amount of lore. Like no joke, legions have as much lore individually as like every other species, like as the orcs.
Yeah, and then you have the
LR.
Ultramarines, which are even more.
And then the Ultramarines are fucking kind of
probably at least say all the Primarchs though, even if they're dead.
Lionel Johnson is the Primarch, but the theme of the Dark Angels is that they're knightly. They're very, very knightly. They like their plasma weapons. They like to just kill things in one shot. They like that heavy kind of firepower. They're not really artillery based, but they're more kind of like boots on the ground, like dissect the enemy and fuck them up. They also have really good Terminator squads, and they have pretty decent melee, but their focus isn't on melee. It's kind of a mid-range skirmishy. Well, not really skirmishy because they're Space Marines, but they're kind of a mid-range legion. I like them on bikes. I think they look dope on bikes. The Dark Angels, yeah, but they're not the best bikers. We have the Emperor's Children, the 2nd Legion. They are Slaaneish's Legion. They're kind of a speedy legion, very kind of melee focused, but they have some firepower backup. Some of their special rules allows them to fire back when they die on the tabletop, but they're Slaanesh. They're all about excess, baby. We need better models now for the Emperor's Children. Oh yeah, dude. I don't think I actually put any actual Emperor's Children models up on screen, like non-kit bash models, because they're terrible. Iron Warriors, baby. They are siege warfare, dude. They will fight battles for days. They can bring down walls. They fight against castles. They don't give a fuck. They're artillery. They're heavy firepower. They are fucking cool. And they're also daddy's least favorite little engineers. They're very vehicle orientated. They like their heavy weapons, heavy armor. They're a slower moving Space Marine faction. But they're really cool. They do focus a lot more on the vehicle aspect of the Space Marines, the Dreadnoughts. Oh my god, let's make it orky. Thank you so much for the follow, dude. I do really appreciate that. We play mostly Total War Warhammer here, but I've been trying not to burn myself out on it until Wednesday when that new DLC comes out, but we will be back on that as soon as it comes out. But anyway, Iron Warriors are fucking dope as hell. I like them a lot. They have a rivalry with Imperial Fist, which is another legion that is focused on fortifying. And they were really jealous because they asked the Imperial Fist to build the palace on Terra and not the Iron Warriors, who are equally as capable. But it doesn't make any sense. So, the White Scars. The White Scars' philosophy is that they want to defeat their enemies with 1,000 tiny cuts. In literally every aspect of that in the lore, they're fast-moving. Even in space battles, they have these tiny little ships rather than these massive like space hulks. They like to take tiny ships and cut off the little vital points for larger ships, and they don't care. Like if one tiny ship blows up, it's like that's minimal casualties to the White Scars. It's like okay. Even in like a duel, like there's a duel in the first book of the Siege of Terror called the Solar War, where there's Jubal Khan fighting up against Abaddon, and you can see it even in his fighting style. Jubal waited for Abaddon to make mistakes, and then he would cut where he could against Abaddon to disable his weapons, never going for a lethal blow because that would be too open. But when he finally did go for that final lethal blow, Abaddon grabbed his weapon, broke it, and then stabbed him through the gut, and then like tore up through his chest area and fucking murdered him. It was like I was so caught off guard because I'm reading Siege of Terror now, and like he was one of the main characters in the White Scars story up until this point, and they just kill him and move on. Like he's just fucking dead. But it was a badass duel. But they really like to move fast. They use a lot of bikes. And they're easily the fastest of all of the Space Marines. 1,000 tiny cuts will bring down your opponent just as well as one mighty swing.
They're the Mongolian themed ones.
Yeah, definitely.
Which is awesome.
They have like Asian inspiration. Their homeworld is mainly like Asian ethnicity. It's pretty nice. They have a cool theme. Space Wolves, the Space Vikings. They're all about they're a kind of melee focused Space Marine faction. They have pack tactics. They work in the smaller squads. Like you see a lot of the squad numbers, rather than being 10-man squads, they're 5-man squads. And they like to just, take the small battles that they can win. They have a lot of melee help and focus, and a lot of their focus is on letting their great heroes jump into the fray with the regular guys. They have bonuses to their heroic intervention. They jump into the thick of it with their boys, jumping from battle to battle and just killing it. They like that melee shit a lot. They're a much closer range. Even though they do use shooting, they do use a lot more of the closer range fighting stuff, and that's just how they play. Space Wolves are pretty cool. And they burned Prospero. That was not cool of them at all. The Imperial Fist, we talked about these guys while we were talking about the Iron Warriors. They are the antithesis to everything the Iron Warriors like. They fortify where the Iron Warriors siege. They're all about building the defensive line. They are probably the slowest fighting guys. They have they have more range because they have less ailments against fighting against opponents who are in cover, which I think is the same thing as the Iron Warriors bonus. They ignore cover bonuses when they're shooting at an enemy in the tabletop. But yeah, they focus on the heavy weapons with bigger magazines and just lots and lots of bullets from a distance. They don't really use a whole lot of plasma, even though there's plasma models here. They use more just regular ballistics. They like that fucking bolter. They get bonuses to the bolter. They're pretty cool though. I like them a lot. The Night Lords. The Night Lords use terror tactics. They're literally terrorists. They scare the shit out of their opponents by doing fucked up things to them. They will put corpses out in the middle of a street to demoralize the foe, to make them think their enemies are crazy, which yes, Night Lords are actually fucking crazy. They will go out of their way to make their dying opponents scream just to ensure that the morale of your opponents stays low. And they try to make as many people flee as possible. And their bonus in the tabletop is that when they're locked into melee with the enemy, they reduce the leadership of that enemy, making it easier for them to fail their morale test on later turns. It's pretty awesome. And they play just like they are in the lore. They did a really good job with the Night Lords rules and stuff. I haven't looked into their rules too much, but I like them a lot. The Blood Angels. The bloodthirsty fucking vampires of the Space Marines. They're all melee all the time. They want to fight you in combat. They want to cut you down. But that doesn't mean that they don't have some good-ass tanks. They do like their fucking tanks with miniguns and shit. But for the most part, they're melee. They use a lot of like swords, for the most part. They don't really like any axe-type weapons, but they're kind of knightly like the Dark Angels, but they're way more focused on that melee charge battle. Iron Hands. Iron Hands is vehicles, 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 vehicles. Any type of thing. If you can put it on treads, let's put it on treads. They give bonuses to tanks and shit, and that's just how they play. They like to just blow shit up with tanks and planes, and they're the armor war. They just do that. They also think the flesh is weak. They like to replace body parts with different things like a robotic hand or arm or leg or eye. Anything they can. They think that the flesh is weak. They want to get rid of it all. They want to be completely robots. They're like the Mechanicus Space Marines. They're pretty dope. I like them. I like them all. This is who I play, baby. World Eaters. This is my tabletop army. They are exclusively melee force. They have less shooting than the Blood Angels do that we talked about a minute ago. They are insane in melee. They can fight twice. They charge you down. They're all about that melee battle. I'd say they're the best melee army in the game, in my opinion. Because they sacrifice... They can't have any type of psychers or spellcasters. They sacrifice that for bonus attacks. And also, like, they just get bonuses to fighting. World Nom, thank you. Thank you, Kelsey. These are great. The Ultramarines, the Ultra Smurfs. They're blue, and that's pretty much all that there is to them. They're kind of cool. They fight like Romans, which is really cool, and the fact that they when they're losing a fight, they retreat and reform with other groups who have retreated in order to fight. And the way that plays up on the tabletop is if they're charged, they can fall back and shoot.
One of the best parts about it is their Primarch is like the only living active Primarch. So
Yeah.
they just kind of flex it in everyone's face.
Yeah, they've got a
Because
Primarch.
they're the Ultra Boys.
Primarchs are like gods on the battlefield, and they have him. And he's kind of like, in terms of combat, he's considered like the weakest Primarch in combat. But he is the best strategist around. They tend to try and win the battle before it's even begun just by setup. They're an alright faction.
They're heavy on logistics, like America in like World War II.
Yeah.
They're heavy on the logistics.
Death Guard. They're Nurgle's boys. They are very, very slow. They actually lose an inch of movement on the tabletop, and they are nearly impossible to kill. They are more resilient than any other Space Marine Legion. They love Nurgle. They got that disease. They're just tough to kill. They're good in melee, but they also have a ton of like close range plague spewers and stuff that auto hit. They're one of the closer range factions without being like all melee all the time. Even their vehicles like that close range shit. Like it's pretty insane. They're a cool faction. Thousand Suns. Everything is a spellcaster. Absolutely everything is a spellcaster. They're Space Marines, but they're actually urns full of sand, and they actually also have a Primarch like the Death Guard do, as you can see in the bottom left. They have Primarchs there. But yeah, they're all spellcasters. They have really, really high armor piercing. They're a much more ranged version of the Chaos formula. They shoot from afar. They have armor piercing, and they have spells. Every unit can cast Smite. I'm pretty sure is the spell. But yeah, let's move on to the Luna Wolves or the Black Legion. These guys are a jack of all trades. They recruit from all other legions to don the colors of the Black Legion, which is literally just black. So you have some former World Eaters, Thousand Suns, Death Guard in the Black Legion. And they can kind of build for anything. They're just all around pretty good. They can have Psychers. They can have flying guys. They can kind of just be whatever they want to be, or be a jack of all trades sort of thing that has bonuses and everything. Just, yeah.
Oh, one thing I forgot about the Night Lords. Night Lords love the Raptors, which are like jetpack units.
Oh yeah, they do like the Raptors, they're very fast moving melee units, and they're good. Luna Wolves. Oh no, there are too many winged ones. We're done with winged ones, I think. Well, not really, but that's not a Primarch, so it doesn't count. We have the Word Bearers. Another kind of jack of all trades, but they get bonuses to, like, Cultist, which are not Space Marines. They get those bonuses to Cultist units who are just regular dudes who take up bullets and space on your board. And they also love demons. They love their demons. They're very devoted to chaos. And they'll summon demons. And I think they get some bonuses to summoning demons. And they like spellcasters. But yeah, Word Bearers have like a mix of Space Marines, demons, and cultists. They're kind of a soup. Whereas like Luna Wolves were a soup of different Space Marine types. These guys are a soup of different chaos types, if that makes sense. Then we have the Salamanders, back to Loyalist Space Marines. They have one personality type, and it is flamethrowers. That's all they do is flamethrowers. They don't quite get into melee, but they get close enough that their opponent gets tempted into melee, and then they're like, flamethrower. Because how the fuck are you going to engage a dude in melee combat who's holding a flamethrower? He cannot miss you. He will burn you alive in front of all of your friends if you try fucking anything on him. They're very hard to push up against. But they're like, they take... Kelsey. Yeah, but they take that ground. They slowly move up, and it's like, you're not going to take any ground from them. Things that they've taken, they're holding in place.
And their Primarch is immortal.
Yeah, and that actually translates to some of their abilities.
He just decided to disappear. Because he's a loser. But a cool loser.
Yeah, he is a cool loser.
Oh yeah,
They do
Vulcan,
exist.
Vulcan lives.
Hans get the flame the flame warfare. Yeah. The Raven Guard. They are like the scouts of the Imperium when it comes to Space Marines. Their stealth, they'll kind of like, if possible, they'll avoid a battle altogether. They're like the Assassin Legion. They get in there, they kill their targets, they dismantle the people so they can't move forward. Not quite having the objective to completely wipe out the enemy. They don't take that full-on frontal battle. They move fast, they hit at the weak points, and then they fucking leave. They're not there to eviscerate everything. They're there to move and scout out and know what happens. And, you know, if you move towards them and you keep trying to take ground from them, they're going to keep taking things from you until every single one of your units is isolated and on its own and surrounded. What is it? Eagle Shield. The Alpha Legion, the final, we didn't even have any models. I don't know if the Alpha Legion exists. Like, who are they? I don't know. I can't explain them. Who are they and where have they come from? Where did they go? They have a ton of secrets that they won't tell anybody. They apparently have 2 Primarchs, or do they? Are they Chaos or are they Loyalist? I don't know.
They have 2 Primarchs.
They do have
they
2...
aren't even the same size as a normal Primarch. They're the size of a normal Space Marine
Yes,
because
sir.
they're twins. So it allows them to just blend in with the rest of their people.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Like, the one of the Primarch's name is Alfarius, and if you ask an Alpha Legionnaire what his name is, he will reply with, I am Alfarius. And multiple people have claimed to have killed Alfarius, because he is not the size of other Primarchs. He is the size of just a regular Legionnaire. And one of his powers is actually to transfer his powers into a Space Marine, and make him fight like a Primarch.
Fun fact, same thing that Trazen does. Trazen could just switch his consciousness to a different
Loyalist or Chaos?
body.
I don't know. Do they know? They don't know. They actually don't know what they are. Like, their secrets are so well kept that they don't know what their own secrets are. The Mechanicus. I was getting very lazy by this point. We're like 76 slides deep right now. They're robot people. They are Martians. They like shooting. They are snipers.
Forgot the toasters!
They fuck toasters.
They fuck toasters.
They fuck toasters.
They're a hardcore transhumanists.
You're really not gonna put anything about the Adeptus Mechanicus.
No, I'm going to talk about them. I have a kill team of Mechanicus. They're one of my favorites.
Hey, Zach has a kill team.
They're really cool. They have very high damage weapons, and they're not really fast like the Eldar are, but they have the high damage weapons. They're not exactly super easy to kill, but they're not super hard to kill. They're kind of a mid-range faction that hits hard.
They're definitely like can be switched up. They're like robots that can be like with interchangeable parts. Like the ones over there with that like little Land Raider. I just pointed at my screen. Good lord. They're the Skitarii Rangers, which have more range. And are more based off like you can see it in the back. That long rifle has like I think it's a 64-inch range. I think it's the longest on the tabletop and can pierce through tanks. It's an anti-tank rifle. Like those guys are more built for like the mid-range, like shooting kind of like support. And then they have a Vanguard deployment as well, which are like close quarters combat. Or closer quarters, stuff like that. So you can mix and match them to be like this. They have like multiple play styles. They fit the like theme of being a machine and being able to like kind of with interchangeable parts.
The one thing that they excel on in all of their themes is elongated firefights, in which that they're just shooting back and forth with their enemy, trading shots, not necessarily like trying to take ground, but they're winning the fight before they move forward. Every time they have closer range guys that do like the same thing, that can move a little faster, that can sprint, that can get flanking shots, but typically they're just trading blows with their opponents, and most of the time because they hit pretty hard, they're winning those fights. Custodes. This is the last slide.
That's the last slide.
Custodes, the Golden Boys. They're like a legion of Space Marines, but if they were the Emperor's Legion. They are extremely...
They're also bigger than normal Space Marines.
Yeah, they're huge. They're fucking massive, dude.
All of their armor is like specifically made for each custodian.
Yeah, they are...
That's all I had.
Really dope. They are very threatening on the tabletop. They are pretty much guaranteed to hit everything they shoot, everything they swing, wound with everything they swing at you. They are the supreme elite faction. Model for model, they are the strongest models on the tabletop. Where most squads of infantry field 10 men, they only need 3 men in their squads, and they will eviscerate the 10-man squads. Doesn't matter if they're fighting fucking Space Marines or Astra Militarum. They will cut through everything like fucking butter, dude. They do not care. They will kill everything.
Yeah, on the tabletop, they have a force field, and then once you get through the force field, you have to go through their armor.
So what's their like weakness?
There's a lot less units, but
yeah, their weakness.
Because they have a lot less units, they can take like their whole thing with objective holding is that they can like knock you off objectives.
So is it like their units cost more points?
Yes.
Yeah, they have much fewer models on the tabletop.
But at the same time, though, you can field an army like because since there are more points, you can also field an army for technically sometimes it's cheaper than trying to field another army at the same points.
Yeah, they're like the least expensive army to build.
Yeah, and they're so nice looking.
Yeah, there's some of my favorite models in the game.
Oh yeah, and you can fit Sisters of Silence with them. I never put them in here, but Sisters
of Silence are like
Strikers go crazy.
Yeah, they're a very, very minor faction. Yeah, Custodes don't have any spellcasters at all. But
there's also never more than 10, or is it? Yeah, 10,000 of them at once.
Yeah, to join the 10,000. But yeah, Custodes are awesome. Actually, each model on an objective counts as 3 models on an objective rather than just 1. But that is their weakness, is that they have much less on the table than other armies. If you're killing a Custode, even a single model taken off of the board hurts really bad.
But don't expect it to go out without a fight. They, like, one Custodian, especially in the lore, have been known to, like, 1v3 Chaos Space Marines and stuff like that.
More than that.
More than that. Then maybe it was Daemon, like, minor, like demons. Not minor, but, like, there's something that was even taking on one as a feat, and they took, like, one of the Custodian, like, there's a Custodian in the lore that took on, like, multiple. It's not a named one, I was just talking about it. I think it was like a Daemon Prince of some sort, but I don't know. I can't remember.
Have a really cool thing in the lore called the Blood Games, where they release demons and Tyranids and shit in the Imperial Palace and hunt it.
Yeah, and they hunt each other as well, and it's to shore up the defenses to make, like, they try to get to the throne room in order to kill the Emperor, to shore up defenses and make things better. They're awesome. They used to never leave the palace, but now they do somewhat. They've also got some like really cool people. Like some will just appear out of golden light because they've been told that this person's important to the Imperium, and just a random guardsman might have a just team of custodies appear around them.
There's a chapter master of the Minotaurs is rumored to be a custodian who left to become a chapter master.
Ooh.
Because there was one named custodian, I forget who it was, but he goes to fight them because there was like a report that the Minotaurs had defected, and he goes to fight the chapter master thinking it's going to be a fucking throwdown, and he like sits there and he's like, I can't pick out a single weakness on this guy. And the chapter master of the Minotaur actually takes him to fucking town, dude. He beats the fuck out of a custodian.
Were the Minotaurs evil?
No.
Okay, I was gonna say, because there's no lore, no custodian has ever fallen to chaos.
No, yeah, it was like a false positive. It's
insane.
like they didn't listen to orders, so they were deemed like
That's
traitor.
fair. Another set of custodians just sit in this pure darkness because they keep like daemons, like hardcore like daemon princes that can like fuck with the war, like that could, if they released it on Terra, could probably just do heavy damage.
Yeah, the reason
And they
they
just sit in the dark.
Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah.
that's all of 40k summed up. We forgot the Grey Knights, but who the fuck cares?
We
They're
forgot
liter-
Grey Knights and Death Watch, but fuck them. We don't care.
Yeah, Death Watch is just Space
And
Marine
we
Navy
forgot the
SEALs.
Inquisition and the
Well,
Assassins.
Inquisition
We forgot
is
the
Grey
Skull-
Knights.
anything from a lot of the stuff from the Scholar Progenium, but whatever. We don't care about them anyways.
Yeah, well, Grey Knights are literally the Inquisition faction. If you need to know about them, they hunt demons. That's their specialty. They kill
But
demons.
if you ever find out about them and you ever see them, they'll kill you too because they're stupid.
Yeah, like if they go to kill demons on a human world, they have a massive fear that you've been corrupted because you were near a demon, and so they kill you too. Didn't you forget Blood Ravens? Blood Ravens are not a primary legion. They're
Hey, you know what we could get? The Lamentors.
yeah, they're also not a primary legion. I only did the primary
God,
legions.
the Lamentors.
There are a lot more Space Marine factions now than exist in
Oh my
this.
god.
But
I
they're
was looking at the Blood Angels and they have it's a list of like over 20.
yeah, they have a ton of successors. But the successors typically just hyper focus on one of the themes of the Greater Legion.
Mm-hmm.
And that's their thing. Like, you know, I was talking about Blood Angels being melee, but also having a bit of like skirmish ranged warfare in there. Like if you were to play as their successor chapter, the Flesh Terrors, it's all melee. It's pretty much all melee. Or if you played as their successor
chaos,
chapter, the Lamentors, it's like skirmish hyper focus with melee support to prevent your
And having a
skirmishers.
bad time.
Yeah.
Or Lamentors.
Blood Ravens are a heavy Psyker Legion, but they're not. We don't know who their successor of. It's thought that they're Thousand Sons, but we don't know. But yeah. Anyway, thank you guys for tuning in. Please drop a follow if you haven't already. We talk about Warhammer all the time here on this stream, and we will be playing the new DLC for Total Warhammer coming out on the 14th and doing a fat stream. But thank you guys for tuning in. I don't know why I have this cloth. Go look at Illic Nightspear. Let's go.
Yeah, you probably can't see it on stream because it's not going to change, but...
Oh, this is a lot to go through. Great stream. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. This is definitely going up on YouTube. Even this part where I thumb back through the entire thing.
Yeah, it didn't update. You'll just have to look at it out of it. You're going to get it, though.
Oh my god. What?
Do you get it?
I don't get it.
Parker, we quoted about it earlier.
I don't.
This is an off-stream conversation.
Okay, well, we'll talk about this off stream. I love you guys. Behave and be nice to your mom and drop a fucking follow. Okay, have some self-respect. Hit that follow button. TY yeah, thank you for dropping the emojis. Tell your mom I love her and I really appreciate your family for housing you and for creating the person that you are, Kelsey. I appreciate you. All right, love you, bye.